to do the mommy's tag. Say hi, Cruz. So yeah, I'm gonna do the mommy's tag, and the mommy tag has 20 questions. So I'm gonna get started so this video doesn't go over my time. First question is, and excuse me, I'm gonna be looking back and forth on my phone, and I have my questions here. The first question is, are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a stay-at-home mom or a working mom? Right now, I am a stay-at-home mom. I'm not going to get into any details of anything, but just so you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I spend time with my son, and I'm working on when he's sleeping, when he's napping, or late night. I'm working on getting my CDA online. So yeah, I am currently a stay-at-home mom. Would you have it any other way? No, I would not. I love um, being home with my son, watching him grow, and it's just amazing to just be able to be home with him and play with him and watch him change and learn different things. So yeah, he amazes me every day. So no, I don't. I wouldn't have it any other way. Do you co-sleep? Yes, I am definitely a co-sleeper. It's something that I chose to do when Cruz was about 1 month, and it's something that works for the both of us. So, it's easy for us, and I'm able to sleep, and he's able to have easy access to the breast milk. So yes, it works for both of us, and I really enjoy co-sleeping with my son. So it's something that works for us right now. One must have gift. One must have gear for baby. Um, One thing that I must have is his pacifier when he sleeps, and that is now he's I think he's getting cranky, and he only takes a pacifier when he is sleepy. So right now he is sleepy. Other than that, he will not take a pacifier. But when he needs it for his sleep, and he just spit it out. Hold on. So he only takes a pacifier when he's sleepy, but I mean, right now he doesn't want it. But that's my go-to gear is a pacifier, and yeah. Next question. How many kids do you plan on having? I want to have two more, but if my husband, of course, you guys, he's getting sleepy. But if my husband wants more kids, okay, now that baby boy is asleep, yeah. How many kids do you plan on having? And like I said, I want two more kids. Um, if my husband wants more, then I'll give him more. Because I love kids, so I don't mind. I just don't enjoy being pregnant. I didn't enjoy being pregnant, but I enjoyed the whole process of giving birth, the labor. Um, Even though it was hard, I enjoyed that whole process. So yeah, I do want more kids. Next question is date night. How many nights or days per month? I don't have any date nights. I'm single. So yeah, it's just me. I don't have any date nights as of right now. So, but I'm hoping to get back into the dating scene soon. So we'll see. Your child's favorite show. I would say my child's favorite show is someone that he's always alert with. I have three of them. It's the Chica Show. He loves the Chica Show, and he loves Harry the Bunny and Daniel the Tiger. So those are his three shows that he's entertained by. He'll sit and watch for a good amount of time. Name one thing you brought before you had your baby and you never end up using. One thing I brought for my baby was a bouncer seat, and I ended up giving it away to this place called Once Upon a Child. I never used it. Because I had other bouncer seats that other people had brought for me. So I ended up having three bouncer seats, and I had brought one, so I ended up getting rid of the one I had brought. So yeah. Next question is your child's favorite food. Breast milk. That's the only thing he has is breast milk, and I add cereal in there in the morning and at night. Sometimes just at night. It depends. How many cars does your family have? It's just me. I have a car. Just myself. Weight gain before pregnancy, during and after, and now. Well, I don't discuss my weight with anyone. But yeah, for personal reasons, I don't care to discuss how much I weigh. Um, especially the numbers. But I'll just say this: I um, I gained a lot of weight when I was pregnant, and I'm losing weight now that I have had my son. So yeah, dream vacation for the kiddos. My dream vacation for a cruise would be Disney World. Me and my best friend are always already working out a plan for me, um, me, Cruz, and her daughter to go to my best friend and her daughter, excuse me, to go to Disney World. So we'll see how that goes. Dream vacation without the kiddos. My dream vacation without the kiddos would be the Bahamas. I really want to go to Bahamas. I heard it's beautiful out there, so I just want to go and just have some time to myself and whoever my friends or my spouse at the time. Has your life changed since your baby has been born? Yes, dramatically. My life has changed, and I would say it's changed for the better. I have a different outlook on life, and I'm more patient and more understanding, and not as mean, I would say, as people would say I was before. I have a lot more. I'm not a mean person, but I just don't have. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't tolerate a lot of things. I don't let people get away with a lot of things. Yeah. I can't explain. I'm a Virgo, so it's kind of hard to explain. Yeah. So he has changed my life dramatically. I've learned to be patient. I learned to not take things in my own hands. Just focus and just wait. And that's where I'm at right now. Next question. Finish this sentence. It makes my heart melt to see my son smile every morning. Literally, you guys, every morning he wakes up and he looks at me, he smiles. Like, that is like the most precious thing to me. Like, I love waking up to my son smile. There has never been a morning when he started smiling that he has not smiled at me when he wakes up. And that just melts my heart. So yeah. Where do you shop for your kids? For my child. I don't have kids, a child. My son, I shop at Carter's online. I shop at Children's Place online, and I go to the Children's Place store sometimes. But mostly, I'd rather do things online, especially Carter's and especially Children's Place because it's cheaper. It seems like online. Um, yeah, so I like shopping on um online Children's Place, and sometimes I go there. And mostly Carter's online. Carter's always have discounts, like always have discounts. And this local store around my house, I like shopping for my son. Next question. Favorite mom makeups and skincare products. I don't have any favorites right now. I just use whatever works best for me right now. I just received some new products that soaps that I'll show you guys and tell you guys about later in another video. But right now, I don't have any favorites. Well, if I would use makeup, I would say MAC, but that's it. Huggy diaper jeans, yay or nay? I never heard of them. Curious to know what they are, but my son won't be wearing them because he's a boy. I don't think it's just. Seems like something would be for girls, little girls. Have you always wanted kids? Yes, I've always wanted kids. And honestly, I thought that I couldn't have kids. So, my son was a shock. Yeah. I just thought I couldn't have kids because I was 30 and I haven't had a scare or anything before. So, I was like, oh, okay. Surprise. Last question. What's the best part about being a mom? The best part about being a mom is, I guess, mine is more personal. My mother, I was adopted. I wasn't raised by my mom, my birth mom. So, and I didn't have the best childhood, far as like someone caring for me emotionally and trying to see you know, I didn't have the I'm gonna say I didn't have the best childhood, and my mother didn't raise me. My mother had her own personal issues, and I lived with my grandmother. My grandmother raised me, but I kind of wanted to do something different in my family as far as raising my own child, because I noticed a pattern in my family where the women did not raise their children. They always handed their children off to someone else, and that was one thing my mother did and my birth mom did. And I was like, I don't want to be that type of mom. I don't want to. I want to, you know, be in my child's life and be able to love him and nurture him, care for him. Because I never had that. I never had until I got older when I was adopted. But growing up, I never had someone to, comfort me, talk to me, give me the ropes on this is what you're supposed to do as a woman, and what you're supposed to do as a woman, and what you're not supposed to do as a woman. I had people around me not knowing in my house that my grandmother didn't teach me those things. She just was like, I think my grandmother was like maybe a little bit too old and old school and religious. So she really couldn't take on that role of fully being a parent, a young parent. When I had friends around me who had parents in their life who were younger and they knew what to do. But one thing I can say about my grandmother is she wasn't a bad parent at all. But she just had a lot of emotional problems, and it kind of was put onto me as well, living in a household. But one thing my grandmother did do for me was show me Jesus, and I grew up in the church and I got to know him for myself as a personal relationship. So that's one thing I can say that my grandmother did do. She did show me show me that Christ love, and the calling that I had on my life as far as ministry and things like that. But I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be a different mom than my birth mom was, raising my son myself, and caring for him and giving him that love and attention that I never had, and going to places, doing different activities and things like that. So yeah, it just drove me to make this being a mother is like the best part about being a mother is actually getting a chance to do for my son what I didn't have when I was growing up, and that was that love and that care and that nurture and that guidance. One thing I know I can't do is teach my son how to be a man, but I can give him all the love and the care and, raise him to be a gentleman. Teach him how to, open doors for young ladies. Teach him how to care for himself personally. And I didn't have that growing up, and I had people around me, village. It takes a village, and the village that was around me in my community, they basically treated me like I was treated in my home, which was, negative. So I'm just happy that I have my son. He's such a blessing to me, and I want him to have the best life and, grow up to be a strong young man. And let him know daily that I love him and that he means a lot to me. So that's why that's the best part about being a mom to me, because I'm doing something that I didn't have. So I didn't meet my birth mama. I met her in second grade, and then again I was 25 years old. And I didn't meet my birth sister until I was I 23? I believe I was 23, maybe 24. When I met my birth sister for the first time, and we lived 2 years apart. I mean, 2 years apart. We lived 2 hours apart, and we were 2 years apart. So yeah, I don't want my son to have to go through what I've experienced in my life growing up. So that is the mommy tag. I hope I didn't go over or talk too much, but yeah, I will see you guys in a later video.